Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Winding Road Podcast. How you doing? I hope you're well out there, wherever you might be. And man, thinking lately about robotics, AI. We talked about AI recently on the old Winding Road. I was thinking if we got to the point, I know they're doing the brain chips or whatever for people that have is handicap the right word still? Mental handicaps, issues where, cognitive functions not working exactly right, whatever issue people might be having with that. They've been getting the Neuralink, I believe that's what it's called. I remember the name. Woohoo! Neuralink. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I was just thinking about if we got to the point, we're ChatGPT, all that stuff on our phones. We already have access to so much information, at our fingertips already. ChatGPT helping speed up that process and everything. I'm just thinking, what about the chips in the brain, though? If we got to a point where ChatGPT, where the artificial intelligence was just a chip that we put in our brain, how would that work exactly? I would think it would kind of work a little bit like ChatGPT works, where, it's like we're thinking about something, okay? Well, I'm just thinking about how old somebody is. Well, I would have, if I'm thinking about it, and I would have to maybe ask the question, I wonder how old so-and-so is, and then the ChatGPT in your brain, it's like, that's what you're telling. It's like you're texting on your phone, whatever information you need. Well, you wouldn't be texting it anymore. You would just be thinking about it. But I think you would still have to, it's just like thought in any ways, think about something, somebody asks you a question, well, you got to think about it for a split second, then you know the answer. Now, if you already know the answer to something, then you really don't have to think about it, and then it's just going to pop into your brain. So it's kind of like that information was already there. So we have access to all of it, but it might not necessarily already be there. So it's like we're going to have to think about it first. And then I think it's going to be just kind of like ChatGPT. And though it's kind of weird, ChatGPT and all those other ones, it's interesting that they don't recall, it's getting smarter and smarter, but they don't recall specific conversations that you had before. So it's like you got to ask the same questions again. Now, it does remember, the gist of things a lot. So I think, eventually, that's how it would be if we had those type of chips in our brain, where it's like, okay, if we have to think about it first because we didn't know it already, and then that chip sends the information to our brain, well, the next time we go to think about it, maybe it's so smart by that point to where it's like, okay, we don't even really have to think about it because we already asked the question to that chip that's inside our brain. So it's kind of like, would be like having a phone inside our brain. Like, it's all there, accessed, all available via the neurons. We don't have to outsource it. It's all going to be, and still kind of outsourced, but would be inside us at that point. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but that's just how, pretty sure it does, at least in my mind. I don't know it will to some people. So that's how I've been thinking about it. Kind of how I think that would work. And, I'm always challenging myself on, looking at things from different perspectives and everything. So yes, I've been using it as a tool and everything, but of course there's still a side of it's a little bit scary, Terminator-like scenarios and all that. And then I see these robots and everything, on the phone. I'm like, all right, this is cool. Using it as a tool, being super nice to it in case they do get smarter than us one day. Being super nice. And but I'm like, okay, that's fine and dandy, but man, seeing the robots and everything, and then one's acting up and shit, I don't know, that shit's a little bit scary, and I have only been thinking about that from a perspective of it being scary. I haven't been thinking about that from a perspective of, hey, this shit's going to really help us too. You can go into the conversation about taking human jobs and all that. It's not where I'm focused on really currently at this moment in time. But yeah, that's going to happen. But hopefully we're able to, hopefully it's going to create some jobs too. I don't know. We'll see how that all plays out. But just thinking about it from a perspective like, all right, well, I've been so kind of negative on that and worried about the potential bad stuff that could happen with actual physical robots and everything. And then I'm like, well, hell though. I mean, like, let's challenge my beliefs here to not be so negative about that. And also realize, well, shit, man, like, yeah, like if I got somebody that's doing all my laundry for me or, doing other tasks for me around the house, gardening and, like, it goes back to jobs. Poor people in the lawn mowing business. Well, shoot, hell, they're already making remote controlled fucking lawnmowers and shit. I see now, kind of like RC cars. Like, that shit's pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm just thinking like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Like, but then again, it's like, all right, would I buy it though? Would I use it though? Or would I be like, you know what, I don't want to do this because it's taking away human jobs, like people, that they love that. It's like, shit, man, well, shit, you're in the wrong field, shit. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, would I use it? Would I use it? That's a good question. Have answers? Probably yes. I hate to say it, and the only example I have is the self-checkouts. Not at Walmart and everything. Like, yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. But I don't know, it was at the gas station. Just like at the gas station, those self-checkouts. I was really hesitant to using at first. I'm thinking, like, man, like, I don't want to take your job away here. But you're still going to need somebody to be there no matter what. You would think, like, unless they're just pressing buttons and getting cigarettes out of the machine or whatever. You got to have somebody there. You got to have somebody to man everything. So really, in reality, just making those people's lives easier at the gas station anyways. And yes, at like Walmart and stuff, for sure, it's taking away jobs, undoubtedly. But I don't know, it's just all very fascinating, man. I don't try to, it's just how I roll, man. I try to examine all sides of it, and I just hadn't been doing a very good job of thinking about the positives of that, of the physical robots and everything. But I mean, you just take a step back, it's like the old inside the jar mentality. It's like, it seems normal and everything because we're inside the jar of living in this moment and in time right now. But people in the future and whatnot, I don't know, it's just as far along the lines of, it's wild, man. It's wild, as my character Larry would say in my upcoming unreleased acting role. That's wild. But oh dang, I'm not wearing my hat with the fishing hat lure. That was good for that role. But yeah, it's really wild, man. It's really wild to take a step back. Like, buddy celebrated a birthday recently, and like, go to the bar. We were playing a golf simulator. Like, I'm playing a golf simulator, talking to a robot on my phone. Like, playing golf inside, talking to a robot on my phone. That's just wild, man. Absolutely wild. And just thinking how it's like the snowball effect and everything with technology. Like, it doesn't just go just little by little. Like, once you get that ball rolling downhill with it, man, it moves so quick. We're moving so fast, man. And I really do believe that a lot of this technology has been here for probably a while now. But, just get, like, once it starts getting to the mainstream and into the public, I think that takes even longer. So it's like, man, what other stuff do we already know that's already happening do we not know about with quantum computing and all that stuff, man? It really is just kind of mind-blowing, man. But I really try not to think about that stuff too much. I mean, it is wild, but I don't know. I try to utilize that stuff as a tool, but at the same time, I'm grounded in nature and grounded in the outdoors and grounded in the actual physical stuff that happens. But I'm not grounded in that. I'm grounded in appreciating that to help me focus on the more, and God is love. Inspire, unite. I'm me, you're you, but we are each other. Oops, said that wrong again. Love, inspire, unite. God bless.